Hello students, Jai Hind. Welcome back. Very good morning. Now as you see in the previous lecture, I have kept the list of the topic as it is. This is we are taking a QR session 2 for particularly chapter number 10. As far as your SEM 2 final exam portion is concerned, you will definitely find chapter 10 as well as chapter number 7 and 11 more difficult, right? As far as chapter number 10 is concerned, we have in our first QR lecture has taken revision of area of trapezium we have taken revision of area of quadrilateral and we have taken revision of area of rhombus, and as you all know and you have already received the homework topic wise, understand, and topic wise homework which you receive you need to complete accordingly. That will give you a benefit of quick revision lectures. Okay, area of trapezium, area of quadrilateral, then area of rhombus, and now our target is to take a revision of, first I am targeting the topic from here, area of triangle. Okay, that topic I want to target first today. Now you all know very well, when you want to find area of triangle, okay, this topic, dear student, area of triangle to be found by Heron's formula is going to be very useful to you even in 9th standard. Okay, so this is very important for you to understand how to find area of triangle, understand, with the help of Heron's formula. Heron's formula is specifically designed to find area of any triangle, never to be specific. It doesn't mean that it applies for right angle triangle, acute angle, or obtuse angle. You can apply the formula of Heron's to find the area of triangle for any triangle whatsoever. And this formula, that's why, carries much importance. Okay, like as you all know, we revise in every chapter. If you just want to revise area of triangle by Heron's formula, just take one example. Suppose this is triangle given. Suppose you are given a triangle. If name is not mentioned, let me take it myself. Suppose you are given one triangle and you are asked to find area of this triangle by Heron's formula. So dear student, your mindset has to be very clear that if you want to find area of triangle, you should have knowledge about all these three sides. If you do not have knowledge about all the three sides of the triangle, it becomes difficult for you to find the area of the triangle. So the basic is clear, like how to find area of trapezium, how to find area of quadrilateral, how to find area of rhombus. In the similar manner, if you know how to find area of triangle by Heron's formula and which are the basic requirement, the requirement, you should know the length of all three sides. Understand? Then you are able to find the area quite easily. Okay, so one thing is clear in your mindset that if you want to find area of triangle, you should know all three sides of triangle, that you should know, understand. If you do not have the idea about three sides of the triangle, then it becomes little difficult to find the area. I will take one example in that way only. Suppose you are given the measure of three sides of the triangle as, take an example, 5 centimeter, then another side is 12 centimeter, then third side is 13 centimeter. I am not mentioning the complete word problem because this is simply a quick revision where I am trying to highlight that topic. Okay. Suppose you are asked in exam that find area of triangle having measures of all three sides 5 centimeter, 12 centimeter and 13 centimeter. Then what you should do first? I want to find area of this triangle and I have the knowledge of three sides: A as 5 centimeter, B as 12 centimeter and C as 13 centimeter. How can I find area of this particular triangle where I know measures of three sides? The first step, dear student, if you can remember, which we used to write in our regular lecture, let A equal to 5 centimeter. You just calculate with me. B equal to 12 centimeter, C equal to 13 centimeter. Measures of all three sides has been mentioned: A 5 centimeter, B 12 centimeter and C 13 centimeter. Okay. Now, after we mention, understand all three sides. Now, important for us is that you have to find semi-perimeter. What is the formula for semi-perimeter? S equal to A plus B plus C upon 2. Here one click point, dear student, you need to remember. Actually, semi-perimeter is half of the perimeter. When you are writing A plus B plus C, it simply applies the perimeter of triangle. Now, when perimeter of triangle is halved, it is divided by 2, it gives you semi-perimeter. You understood this. So, S equal to A plus B plus C upon 2. You should know this symbol. S is the symbol of semi-perimeter. Let us write the value: 5 plus 12 plus 13 upon 2. 12 plus 5, 17 plus 13, that is 30 upon 2. That is equal to 15 centimeter. So we got semi-perimeter already. Okay. After you find semi-perimeter, what is important for you? After finding semi-perimeter already, first you will have a look at this, because it may happen that in MCQ also I may ask you that somewhere perimeter is directly mentioned and you have to find semi-perimeter. That time also your mindset has to be very, very clear. Okay. So, semi-perimeter, and then you know the formula. And it may happen that formula must have gone out of mind. Heron's formula, ABC, generally mentioning. Okay, what is Heron's formula? S into S minus A into S minus B into S minus C. To accomplish and solve the example of Heron's formula, you should know the formula correctly. S, first the semi-perimeter, then the formula ABC equal to S into S minus A into S minus B into S minus C. Let us substitute the value. S, that is 15 into S minus A, 15 minus 5, S minus B, 15 minus 12, S minus C, 15 minus 13. After substituting the values, understand, I have to erase some of the data from here. Okay, the topic which we have covered, okay, that I am erasing from area of trapezium we have done, area of quadrilateral we have done, area of rhombus also we have already done, okay, and now we are targeting the area of triangle, that also I am erasing from here, because I may have to write some of the points here. Now I am continuing here, okay. This way, please concentrate. Equals to, this is continue here, under root 15 as it is, no sign means multiply, 15 minus 5, that is 10, 15 minus 12, that is 3, 15 minus 13, that is 2. Now dear student, after doing this, if you can remember what has been explained to you in solving such type of example, you have already substituted the values S, S minus A, S minus B, S minus C, 15, 15 minus 5, 15 minus 12, 15 minus 13. Now it is important that you will prime factorize each and every number. Please note down this word very clearly, prime factorize 15. I can write the prime factor as 5 into 3. 10. I can write the factor as 5 into 2. 3. It has no factor. 2. It has no factor. Now just again in square. How many times 5 appears here? Twice. So you can write 5 square. How many times 3 appear? Twice. You can write 3 square. 2 also appear twice. That means 2 square. And now dear student, you all know very well, here you have written the square of each and every number. Now when you take out the square root, what is going to happen? The square here will be removed when this number come out of this. So 5 into 3 into 2, that is equal to 30 square centimeter. This is utilization of Heron's formula. Just have a quick look at the example we have done. How to find area of triangle by application of Heron's formula. Just have a quick look and remember one thing very clearly. Whenever you want to find area of triangle by Heron's formula, you should have the knowledge about all three sides of the triangle. Keep this basic in mind, because in example sometime it is given like, suppose you are given, just try to understand this. Suppose you are given two sides of the triangle and third side is not given, but at the same time you are given perimeter. So you all know perimeter equal to A plus B plus C. Two sides are given, third side you can find, because until you have the three sides you are not able to find area of triangle by Heron's formula. Second very important thing. Suppose you are given isosceles triangle where you are given perimeter and out of the three sides you are mentioned in the example that length of two congruent sides are 5 centimeter and perimeter is suppose 20 centimeter. Just I mention suppose. Just try to understand as an important note, okay? Suppose you are given an isosceles triangle and you are given perimeter as suppose 20 centimeter to mention. And you are also at the same time told that length of the two congruent sides are 5 centimeter each. So you can, dear student, write A equal to 5, B equal to 5. Two sides are congruent because it is isosceles triangle. So are you able to guess the third side? 5 plus 5, 10. 20 minus 10. Third side you got 10. After you got the third side, you are able to find area quite easily. Now remember one thing. These things will struck in your mind when you know the basics, that if I want to find area of any triangle by Heron's formula, I must have the knowledge about the three sides. Until you have knowledge about three sides, you are not able to find the area. This basic if you keep in mind, then any twisted sum or twisted example may be asked in exam, but the basic if it is clear in your mind, that if you want to find area of triangle, you must have knowledge about the three sides. If this basic remains in your mind, then thing becomes very easy for you, okay? So this is somewhat regarding area of triangle by utilization of Heron's formula, okay? Now let's have some look at how will you find area of any polygon. Polygon, dear student, can happen with various shapes, okay? We have solved in our regular lecture so many examples regarding how to find area of polygon, okay? I will just draw here some of the polygon and will try to give you an idea how can you find the area of those polygon. Understand? Suppose we are just not going to calculate the complete example, but when you want to target to find area of polygon, you must have the knowledge about area of trapezium, area of square, area of rectangle, understand, and Heron's formula. If student know all these parameters, see students, if you want to target to find area of polygon, then something has to be very clear in your mind. You should have the knowledge about Heron's formula, means area of triangle. You should have knowledge about this. You should have knowledge about area of rectangle. You all know, dear student, very well, area of rectangle, length into breadth. You must have knowledge about area of square, that is the side square, L square. At least this is some primary requirement I must mention. If you want to find this, please note down all this. If you want to find area of polygon, these are some primary basic requirement you should know. You should know the area of trapezium and all, so you know, but you should have the knowledge about area of rectangle, length into breadth, area of trapezium, understand. Suppose, take an example, dear student. I draw one polygon here. Just try to understand the polygon I am mentioning. Suppose a polygon has been given this way. Suppose a polygon has been given to you. Just I am giving you a hints of what you have already done. Suppose a polygon, pentagon has been given. Okay, and you have to find the area of this pentagon. Here you are also given two diagonal, AC and AD. Suppose this is given 3, this is given 4, this is given 5, this is given 2, this is given 3, this is 5 and this is 7. If you are asked to find area of this particular polygon, how will you target? See, dear student, keep your mind here. This is one triangle having side 3, 4 and 5. Take this as A, this is B, this is C. Find the area of first triangle by Heron's formula. Target the second triangle where also you know the three sides 5, 5 and 7. Find area of this triangle by Heron's formula. You have the knowledge of sides of this triangle 3, 2 and 7. Find the area of this triangle by Heron's formula. After finding area of all three triangles by Heron's formula, you just add them. When you add them, you will get the area of trapezium, or area of pentagon. So this is first. Suppose we draw one another, dear student. Suppose I draw some another polygon. Just have a look at this and calculate this example in homework. Suppose you are given a hexagon this way. If I name from here A, B, C, D, E, F, the hexagon, and you are also given in hexagon, understand, these diagonals also. Okay, this is also diagonal and this is also diagonal. If you want to find area of, understand, hexagon, dear student, let me make one thing very clear in your mind. Understand, as far as hexagon is concerned, let us be this way. Just concentrate here. Want to modify a little bit. Suppose hexagon. Ultimately, though, you can draw hexagon any way you like. Okay. Now this hexagon can be divided into triangles. Okay. Now if you have knowledge of all this side, dear student, all this, How will you do? You will find the area of one triangle. After finding the area of one triangle, you multiply it by 6, you will get the area of hexagon quite easily. Understand? Suppose third diagram I draw. Try to understand this. Suppose diagram is like this. This is a polygon type diagram. Suppose this is polygon. Somewhere like this, and here also like this. I am just trying to give you idea. Understand? Suppose this way. Suppose this is given 4 centimeter. This is rectangle. Okay, and this is given suppose 9 centimeter. This is given 10 centimeter, and the total length, please try to understand, has been mentioned, suppose 17 centimeter. This is the diagram. Now if you are asked to find area of such type of polygon, then your mindset has to be very clear that in finding the area of this polygon, how many diagram first appear here? The one is rectangle, as you all know, and there is 2 trapezium. Okay, now comes the basic to your help. And what is that basic? If you want to find area of rectangle, you should have the knowledge about length and breadth. You have it. Length is 9 and breadth is 4. So first you find the area of this rectangle. To mention the name, you can say, suppose this is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. So first you can find the area of rectangle BCFG by taking the formula length into breadth. Now comes the question of finding area of 2 trapezium. Both are similar. Suppose I am not writing each and everything, but area of rectangle, suppose BGFC. Length into breadth 9 into 4. What is that? 36 square centimeter. Now comes the question. If you want to find area of any trapezium, what is the basic I taught you? You should have the knowledge about 2 parallel side and the distance between the 2 parallel side. How can it be found out? It is quite easy, dear. Total distance is 17 and this is 9. 17 minus 9, 8 divided by 2. This is also 4 and this is also 4. Now are you able to find area of this trapezium? Suppose I mention the name ABGH. You all know half into distance between the parallel side into sum of the parallel side, 4 plus 10, half into 4 into 14, just cancel, 2 7 ja. So this is 28 square centimeter. But here is not only one trapezium, there is another trapezium also, but they have all measures similar. So this is area of rectangle you found 36. Area of this trapezium 28. Obviously area of this trapezium is also 28. Now you can find the area of trapezium equal to 28 plus 36 plus 28. Understand? So this way you can find area of any polygon quite easily. Understand? So this is somewhat about polygon. We will be sent homework of this topic also. Once you complete the homework and you feel any doubt, you can contact me easily. Okay. Now let us target area of cube, cuboid and cylinder. Okay. Here also you should be very sure. I am targeting this topic, area of cube, cuboid and cylinder. Here, dear student, you must have only the knowledge about the formula. If you have the knowledge about formula, you should keep in your mind when you are actually just solving example is not going to serve you at all. What is important is you should have the knowledge about area and volume of cube, area and volume of cuboid, area and volume of cylinder. If you have that knowledge with you, it becomes sufficient for you. Okay. So just now, dear student, let us see. See, cube. First, if we are targeting cube, I am just going to give you idea about those formulas. Suppose this is a cube. You should keep this in mind. Cube, as you all know, three-dimensional diagram of cube. Okay. Now, in cube, you will be only provided one measurement. That they may mention side or edge. Understand? Now, in regarding the example of cube, you should have the knowledge about few formulas. The first, dear student, total surface area. I am just writing short form, which you cannot write in exam for sure. Total surface area. That means front, back, two side, top and bottom. Every face of the cube is a square which has area L square. And cube, as you all know, has 6 faces. So you can write the total surface area as 6L square. Sufficient. If you want to find lateral surface area, it will not include the top and bottom. It will only include front face, back and two side. So you can write 4L square. If you want to find volume of cube, what is the formula? L cube. Now if you have knowledge about the formula, dear student, any example asked to you, suppose you have to you are asked to find total surface area, you can find. You are asked to find lateral surface area, you can find. You are asked to find volume, you can find. You should have the knowledge about this. Calculation is a different part. Understand? Suppose cuboid. You should this way remember and draw the diagram, that is going to help you. Suppose cuboid. The cuboid is looking this shape. Okay. Now as far as cuboid is concerned, you will be given 3 parameters, as you all know. You will be given length, you will be given breadth and you will be given height. Now dear student, if you want to find how to design the formula of total surface area, so let us see. Opposite face are equal, bottom and top, two side, front and back. We will take this way. So suppose if I take area of bottom, that will be the area of top. So twice L into B. You understood this? First, that's the area of bottom, then area of top. Now if I take target the side way, H into B, but 2 times H into B, because two sides. Now if you target this front, this one, the front means L into H. So back is also L into H, 2L into H. Take out 2 common, LB plus BH plus LH. Now you just have to put the values. Understand, and you are able to find the answer quite easily, right? If you are given, if you want to find lateral surface area, so definitely it will not include top and bottom. It will include front, back and two sides. Okay, so if we design the formula, first front and back. For the front you all know L into H means twice L into H. Side you know twice B into H. So if you take out 2H as common, L plus B. This is the formula of lateral surface area of cuboid. But at the same time, dear student, remember suppose you think this as a room. So this is ceiling of the room and this is floor of the room. So when you are finding this area, lateral surface, front, back and two side, that can also be concerned as area of four walls of a room. You should remember few example which we have solved. Find area of four walls of a room. Remember this formula, 2H into bracket L plus B, and then volume, formula of volume you all know, L into B into H. This way you need to remember all formulas. Then and then it is going to help in solving different type of example. Understand, three formulas you need to remember regarding cuboid also. Okay, suppose if you target cylinder now. So suppose I draw cylinder shape. Okay, so like in cube you are given H, like in cuboid you are given L, B and H. So in cylinder you will be given two parameter. One is radius either of top or base, whatever it is equal, and you will also be given height of the cylinder. Whenever you are looking for area or volume of cylinder, you will be given two parameter, radius as well as height. Okay, suppose we want to find lateral surface area. Lateral surface area of cylinder, it will involve only this, neither top nor bottom. So you need to remember the formula 2 pi RH. Suppose, dear student, you want to find total surface area. The formula is 2 pi r into bracket H plus r. Note down. When you will find total surface area of cylinder, it will definitely include top as well as bottom. Remember this thing. Understand? So these are some of the formulas which you need to remember, and one for the volume of the cube definitely. Volume of cylinder, you all know pi r square h. These are the formulas. You should list it out this way when you are revising this particular chapter, because solving numerical is only not sufficient. Whenever any example of numerical, any numerical comes in front of you, either of cube or cuboid or cylinder, this has to struck in your mind. Total surface area 6L square, cube we are talking. Lateral surface area, which will not include top and bottom, 4L square, volume L cube. Now suppose you are given in exam, find the volume of cube having edge 10 centimeter. So L equal to 10. So V equal to L cube, 10 cube, 10 into 10 into 10. Understand what is that? So 3 3 is 9 3 is 27. Sorry, 10. 10 into 10 into 10. 1000 cubic centimeter. This is the way you should revise the topic. You should have the knowledge about cuboid. Cuboid has three dimensions: length, breadth and height. Sometime in textbook dimension it is given that cuboid has dimension. Understand? The first dimension will always be length, second will be breadth and third will be height. And then you may be given some example regarding how to find lateral surface area, total surface area and volume. Understand? So this is the way you should remember. Okay, all topics we have taken a revision of this. Okay, so dear student, be very sure. Understand about quick revision of this chapter. Particularly you have to concentrate on this chapter because it involves so many topic and so many formula. But if you are sure about that, you may be able to do this. Okay, dear student, thank you very much.